Today we're drawing
7 hairstyles from Animal Crossing. So this is part 1 of the hairstyles because there's so many, huh?
Too many.
Yeah, so we split it up. We're gonna draw the first 7 that are more girly. And then we're gonna have part 2 that are more boyish. Yeah. Ready to get started?
Yes, I want to.
So we're not gonna draw any of the facial elements like eyes, nose, and mouths. You can check out our other video where we learn how to do those, right? Because right now we're just practicing hairstyles to make our own Animal Crossing characters. So let's start with just a long U shape. This is the bottom part of your head. So we drew the bottom part of our face. Now we're just gonna go to the top part and start the hairline. And this one, let's draw a slightly diagonal curve from about almost to the end of where the chin line is. Yeah, and then we're going to draw a smaller diagonal line, just like that. And then I'm going to finish my face line here. And then this one kind of spikes out. So I'm going to draw a curve on top first, just going across the head. And then once you have that, we're gonna bring it down, but curve out like a horn, and then bring it back in. Yeah, and then same on the other side. Horn out with a curve, and in. And that's pretty much it, unless you wanna draw ears. And for these ones, Art Along Friends, we're going to color with our black crayons. But if you want to add a little bit more details, you can with a little bit more strokes like this on your hair to follow the curves that we just drew. Okay? Awesome! So that's our very first hairstyle from Animal Crossing. Do you like this one?
Kind of.
Kind of?
But how about we start the ones that are ours again?
Yeah, that's gonna be a little hard for me because I keep changing my hairstyle. And we just picked black for our hair color, but you can pick whatever color you'd like. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right, this one's a funny one or a cute one. Again, we'll draw just the head a little bit so that it's not just a floating hairstyle. So I have my big U shape, and then for this hairline, it's a zigzag. Yeah, and I like to start in the middle with a V, just to make sure I'm balanced. And then zigzag it out to the end. And then towards the very end, you can also add a little bit of a line down. That's where the sideburn is, the side of your hair, right by your ear. For this one, maybe I'll just show the ear where that is too. Okay, now let's finish out the head by drawing a upside down U shape, round, just curve.
Mine looks like a head with earrings.
Oh yeah, kind of like our Princess Peach and Rosalina. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so these ones also have little pigtails. So let's draw a curve out and then a slight sideways V shape, and then curve it back inwards. And then same thing on the other side, pigtails. Curve out, V shape, and in. Color it. After we learn all these hairstyles, we're going to draw our Animal Crossing characters.
Yeah.
Okay, so ready for the next one then? So let's draw a little chin line for this one too. And make it a little shallow for this one. Kind of like the little dish or bowl. And then where the forehead would be, we're going to draw a rectangle shape with curvy corners. So a little diagonal line down, curve and make a straight line, and then diagonal back up. Yeah. And then bring the corner of that down all the way to where your chin ended and curve it a little bit. Yeah. Okay, And then we're gonna connect all of that towards the top of the head too. So let's curve out and make a big upside down U shape. Good! And then we're gonna connect the back a little bit with a curved line towards the chin. And that's the back of the hairline. So that's one of the hairstyles. And then we'll color this in at the end. Okay, ready for the next one?
Yes.
This one's a kind of a curly one, okay?
Okay.
So let's draw a chin line again. Let a little narrow and shallow. And then a little seagull shape. So 2 upside down U shapes that are kind of shallow and narrow. Okay? And then we'll draw some curlies. We're gonna start in the inside first. So let's curl it in and wave all the way down. And it doesn't have to be exact because we're just learning different ways to decorate our hair, to make our hairstyles. Okay, and we'll draw the same curly on the other side. So make it wavy. Yeah, and then we're going to make the same thing on top and we're gonna follow the curved lines that we just drew, but don't make it too narrow. Give her a little volume to her hair. That's it! So that's the curly one. Okay, ready for the next one?
Yep.
Okay, this one's really nice too. Let's draw a narrow face line right there. And then draw a large curve, but starting from the second third of the face. So bring it in a little bit. You see how I have a gap? And then draw a small curve on the other side. Okay, and now we'll bring the line down and make it a little wavy on the bottom. Yeah, and then same thing on the other side. Down and a little wavy on the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to draw the rest of the hair by starting up on top in the middle and bringing a curve down and then curving out and making it a little wavy. We're making a few waves by taking the first curve and bringing a curve inwards, and then the second curve making another curve. Yeah, and this is just a wavy type hairstyle. So if you like this one, you make a lot of waves. You can have just a few. I like how many you have. Don't go too much because there's a neck here. Okay, the next one. This one's a cute one in my opinion. Okay, so let's make another chin line. And then where her forehead is, we're actually going to draw 3 lines, but with a little bit of gap in between, like this. Make sure they're big enough to span the length of the chin. So if your chin is big, your lines are big too. Okay, here's the fun part. We're making a little narrow V to connect those. Yeah! And then draw a upside down U shape in the top, and we're gonna slightly curve out like a bell, and then bring it back in towards the chin, and then connect the end of that third line towards the end of that hair we just drew with a little curved line down, not sideways.
Yeah.
Down. There you go. Yeah, and don't be upset if you make a mistake because this is all practice for our actual character. There you go. Cute. Okay, ready for the last one? We're going to draw a chin line again, but this one can be a little deeper. And I'm gonna draw ears for this one so that we can show the sideburns. Okay, ready?
Yep.
We're going to draw a slight S curve that's sideways. So I'm gonna start from about 2/3 of the way of the face, and I'm going to draw a slight S curve like this. Yeah, and then towards the ear, I'm going to bring it down just a little more for the sideburn and just curve back up, kind of like a tooth. And then from the other side where you left off, just draw a curved line towards the ear, leaving room for the sideburn too. So just a small sliver of a V. And then the top is just making it all connected. So we're going to bring a curve from that 2/3 of the head and then another one from the other side. Okay? And then she has a little ponytail in the back. So I'm gonna draw a little leaf shape sticking out of the side of her head. That's 7 hairstyles.
Let's color.
Let's get coloring. If you have the super stylish hairstyle pack, then there's even more hairstyles, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is just the starter pack. So stay tuned for our next art along episode where we draw all the other hairstyles. I think there's 8 more or something in the starter pack.
I don't know.
And they're more the shorter hairstyles or the more boyish ones.
Yes.
I think last time we said that we were gonna draw our characters right away after the noses and mouths.
Yeah.
But then we forgot that we also need to practice hairstyles, right?
Yeah.
Are you circling your favorite one? Or the one that you currently have?
Yeah.
Aw, the cute one with the ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is this one. The wavy one. Well, there you have it. 7 different hairstyles from
Animal Crossing. Yeah.
Come join us next time.
Bye.
See ya.